Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Pride of Nations, the vain glory of Empire. So, we are seeing the Crimean War kick off, and that is absolutely fantastic. We're actually, see ourselves rise in the power ratings here. If we take a look at our scores and objectives. Right, combat power. So Russia's at 120, Great Britain's at 119. France, 97, so we are more powerful than France militarily. They've already lost 58,687 men. China, a whopping 196k. Yeah. The Russians, 4,900. The Ottoman Empire, though, 21,150 men. That is a lot of men so very early on. Now, I do wonder where they've taken these losses. It's got to be over here, more than likely. Right. Sardinia Piedmont. Who are you allied with? Who supports you? I'm looking at myself here, so let's look at Sardinia Piedmont. Does nobody support you? Very interesting. What do we have? 20 diplomats? Okay. So this costs us prestige. Interesting. Are we the only ones with any colonial penetration over here? 35% and 27%, okay. It's fairly interesting, actually. How strong is your fleet? I think we're going to give the Austrian Navy a grand tour around the Mediterranean. Mostly because I want to see what the Sardinians are doing. And think of it as an act of, well, a demonstration, I suppose you could say, of Austrian power. The rise of the Empire. Right, how are we doing industrial? So, we're still at about 75% satisfaction, which is, it's kind of been there for a while now. We do have a decent amount of cash, money reserve here, 1,123, private capital. Coal, however, is not increasing, and that's a sign of trouble. Mining. Did we not just start the construction of some mines, actually? Yeah, so, right, we have one over here. That will be done in about 45 days. So that's good. Yes, I believe we had another 2 down here for iron. Excuse me. Did we have any others? So we want this to be online, of course. Yep, these are the 2 iron mines. Other than that, no. Okay. So these babies will be done in about 330 days, so quite some time yet. Fair enough. Right then, I think we should build some more coal. No, we can't afford any coal mines at the moment then. That's a shame. Do we have any claimed territory? National claimed territory. So our only claimed territory would be Saxony. I don't think it'd be a good idea to declare war on them directly. I was considering it, I'm not going to lie. But we'll go to the foreign ministry, we'll check out Saxony. So we'll go for minor European. We can go for good relations, well, oh, we don't have good relations. I suppose that's because they can see our claim or know of our claim. Where are they? Saxony. Okay, that's so strange. Okay. Odd. Right, so we have fairly good relations. So they have a defensive treaty with me then, so they're in my sphere of influence, which is quite good then. So I can maintain that. Okay, okay. What do they actually have here? You have quite a lot of coal, actually. 4 coal, 2 iron, 1 minerals. Not bad at all. It's a fairly decent city. Pre-industrial fort, but not bad. Decent population, no unemployed. Okay. We'll bear that in mind for the future of the Empire. Do I have another unification decision? No, not yet. How will we get underway with army recruitment? So we'll have that army finished rather soon. I think this will be our reserve army. It's a decent amount of men. At the moment it numbers at about 58,000 men. Still not finished. So actually no, it seems about fine actually. Okay. We have another 7,000 horse here. So about 60-odd thousand men, something in that region, which is fairly substantial. Okay. I do want to improve my relations with the Russians. I think we need the Russians. Actually, we have perfect relations right now. Yeah, so the best we have is a defensive treaty. I do not believe we have any form of higher treaty right now. Holstein is doing okay. Denmark, not very happy with me. Okay. So let's take a look down here. Yeah. South African Republic. Buying a lot over here. Trading prices are changing. Gems has decreased. Wine has increased. That's not good for me. Right, so we sold 264 goods and our market made 919 there. Increased population satisfaction somewhat. Righto. So let's take a government then. So what should we go for? We could go for electoral census. It improves the contentment and it decreases militancy. Send troops. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll go for electoral census then. Try and increase the general contentment within the Empire. I might lower taxes then. I do wonder which kind of taxes it actually is. Corporate tax, but... Right, luxury goods. We'll decrease this to about 3% and see if we can bring that satisfaction up. I'd rather have a happy empire. So continue nonetheless. Contentment is going to be quite important. It's just going to make things a lot easier for us. And a happy populace actually does produce more in the game, so that's pretty important. The more we produce, the more we can sustain. So that means more ships, more men, more industry, more money basically. I'm going to look for opportunities in the future to perhaps pick on a power. I do favour the idea of either picking on the Ottomans or the Sardinians. The Sardinians will have one large army. How good it would actually be is unknown. They will have a decent navy for their size. But I do not know what we could possibly do with them. How could we possibly weaken them? I could impose sanctions upon them. The only thing is, I do not want to run the risk of upsetting France. I mean, I do have a slightly more powerful military than France right now, but I'd rather not throw my military against an equal power. It just does not work. This is the concert of Europe. It does not work to throw your armies at other European powers who are as strong as you. Even if you're stronger, you are still gonna take massive casualties. Hence why there was peace for a long time after the Napoleonic Wars. It just was not worth it. You could not get anything near the value of what you would take. Not to mention what you would lose. That's the thing. I mean, let's consider the First Great War. Well, I suppose it's... I don't know, it's hard to classify the First World War. I mean, it is a world war, of course, but I don't know if it was the First World War. Considering there has been conflicts that have ranged on... Well, let's talk about the 7 Years' War. Was it the 7 Years' War? I believe it was the 7 Years' War, but you had fight in the Americas with Britain and France's colonies over there. You had fight in with the Russians, yeah, the Prussians, Austrians. It's kind of all over, really. So it's a little bit... I suppose I get why they called it a world war, but it seems a bit of a... I don't know, just... I don't think it's the best names, really. I don't think it really describes what it was. I suppose Great War really does characterize it a lot better, due to the fact you have wars. Like, take, was it the 1973 Yom Kippur War? I can't remember if it was 1973. Don't quote me on that one. But basically, during the entire war, it only lasted about, what was it, like 6 days? Not very long anyway. But basically... I might be confusing wars here, but anyway, the war that was only a few days long. There's only about 20,000 men lost. And that's a very small war. But then you compare the Great War, the First Great War, you have millions lost. So I don't know, I'm going off a little bit of a rant there, it's just I find it a little bit odd. Right, Saxony proposes an offer to us. Treaties to reply to. Oh, from Württemberg as well. I do find it interesting that they're trying to get in my good books now. I wonder if that's due to our increase in power. Right, we're still buying manufactured goods. I'm going to keep doing that, to be honest. I mean, I can afford it, and it's going to allow me to really start building a lot. It's going to hurt my private capital, but we'll see how we do with that one. We are generating a decent amount. Okay, Austria has implemented a new electoral law, electoral census. Fantastic. Yes, look at that, 81%. That's a lot better. Increased social protection, and this one I can't see here for some reason. That's a little bit weird. Our education is quite high, so that's quite nice. Elitist. Cronyism. I would love to change these. I mean, we are classified as a regional power. I'd love to change this to hemispheric or worldwide, which is why I pursue the Navy. If that could change to progressive, that'd be great too. Full autocracy, ruthless. I'm gonna guess that's like the Russian... Probably full autocracy, actually. Would be the Russian model. Okay, I'm quite happy with that one. Okay. So this is where the Sardinian fleet is based. Bloody hell, that really hurt our... Yeah, that just damaged our cohesion. Oddly, we'd not gain any. That's not very good at all. Okay. So at least got to see that then. So basically, we wouldn't really be able to regain any cohesion for some reason. I suppose you'd have to be in port for that. So that's good to know. At least then we know we can keep our fleet down here, and they will be fairly effective, as out here they're not going to be doing too much. So what the plan will be is just keep them here, try and destroy the Sardinian fleet, or at least neuter it, and then move into blockade. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to stop buying manufactured goods. I'd rather make more cash. Right. Planned income 513, looking at 1,603. Stop buying. Okay, we're not buying anymore. Yeah, that's better. Not much better, but still, it's getting there. Yes, I'm going to continue to buy goods. I do want to increase my market value. If we take a look here, we have about 11,570 goods. But that's worth of all our goods, basically. Which is quite good. It shows our wealth, in a way, I suppose you could say. I do want to start building up my ammunition, basically my war industries. That's something I kind of neglected. So we might want to do that then. Right, so we have military gear over here. Producer supply. Ammunition. We'll build an ammunition shop in Vienna. Okay. Vienna is such a big city. There's a lot here. I really do have to protect that city at all costs. Also, I do want to talk about another change I decided to make from the later episodes, from the earlier episodes, I should say. I decided to go for a propeller-driven ship instead. I know this is quite a waste of resources on the steam frigates, but the reasoning is I took a look over here. Well, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but basically it gives you the steam frigate. But the propeller-driven ship, basically, it doesn't do anything straight away, as far as I know. But it allows you to start building steamship of the line. You get steam turbines, steam trawlers. So basically this could lead to modernization, mechanization, things like that, basically. Take a look at steam turbine. Turbine leads to oil-fired, dreadnought, battle cruisers. Light cruiser, yeah, there's a lot there. Okay, so we'll save here. Let's try and get through a few months if we can. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Well, at least we know where the Sardinian Navy will be. They'll be in their principal port, their size 5. Da 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 da. So I'm going to continue to watch the Crimean War very, very closely. I do need to seize any chances it comes up with. I would like to support my ally. I suppose I am supporting Russia in the fact that I'm allowing them movement through my borders, which should shorten their journey quite nicely. I'm seeing all these cities here. You can see all these agricultural, basically mining agricultural tiles over here. They're also empty. We need to fill them. We need to just build up a strong, well, industry everywhere. We also do need to produce more food. That's something I need to talk about. We need to produce wheat and cows, stuff like that. As a food shortage would be quite catastrophic. I imagine the people's happiness would not last very long at all. And having a nice self-sufficient food supply is very, very important. The good news about our empire is we have some decent farmland. We have some very decent farmland. Over in Galatia and Hungary, the Hungarian interior, south of Austria. It's quite decent there. There's a reason why Attila the Hun's people settled there in the Carpathians. Not the Carpathians. Oh, what's the name? Oh, it starts with an A, I believe. This is really gonna bother me now. Pannonia. Was it Pannonia? Pannonia strikes me about this region. I think the Pannonian region was here. I think there was a kingdom called Pannonia. I can't quite remember, actually. God damn it. Is this what happens when you don't sleep that much? Right, okay. Ah, proposal from Russia. A state visit. Well then, my friend. The Tsar is welcome at any time. Good, the Russians are making inroads. They are besieging over here with the cavalry, though we are seeing a major army here. Okay. More forces are arriving. We do have the French ships over here, but their cohesion is dropping. Their strength is dropping, most likely due to bombardments, I'd imagine. We have a large Russian army here. Okay. Right, Russia is gaining power now. So is France, fuck. How many men have the Ottomans lost? Bloody hell. So Russia has lost 8,000 men, the Ottomans have lost 37,650. Those are some pretty steep losses. That's getting bad for them. Okay. See if there's anything... we did suffer some exhaustion hits over here. Not good. Okay. I'm gonna continue to look up that area I was talking about. I'm pretty damn sure it's Benoni or something like that. I'll find something. Actually, I think it was maybe like some kind of duchy kingdom, possibly in the 9th century. I'm not entirely sure. Something around that area. I'm not good on Hungarian history, honestly. I'm pretty damn bad on it. It's something I should take a look at more. Actually, I'll just go back to Liverhun, actually, and I'll look there. So they pretty much did settle that area due to that it was very much like these steppes. Basically, wide open fields, that sort of thing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I do miss the days when this game loaded a lot faster, but I suppose this is the curse of Pride of Nations. No matter what, it is it is a very difficult game. Well, it's not difficult, it's just the fact that it doesn't run very well. It's just the engine it works on. But that is the trouble with many of the Jund games. And again, Civil War 2, I don't know why, it just loads like a dream. I suppose it's because it's only having to work with like two factions, the CSA and the USA, well, Union. Anything interesting here? Sword board, okay. Satisfaction. 843, not as much wealth created this turn. Ah, right, okay. So we finished building court extraction over here. We finished our harbour upgrade. Okay, I'm going to be interested to see what that is now. Iron extraction has finished here. Good, it's a naval base. Fantastic. There we go, so we can move over here now to our level 6 naval base. Hanover has a level 6 harbour. Hamburg. Excuse me. Hamburg is a harbour, actually, so not a naval base. Do the Prussians have a naval base? Harbour. I do not believe so, then. Fantastic. Right, let's make sure those industries are functioning. Turn you on. Okay, there we go. How are we looking on this projection of our industrial output? Right, we are looking decent now. At least it's going up. Iron's going up. Fantastic. Okay. Yes, you can see our cereal production over here is not very high. I'd like to change that. Right, food. Good thing this is very cheap. Yeah, that'd be bad. I'd end up getting some inflation from that. So we'll cancel that project. There we go. Okay. Russian army's over there. The Ottoman Navy's over here now. That's a significant force. Bloody hell, 2,756. Russia. You're going to end up losing a lot of men to attrition like that. And just... yeah. I do not like how these powers are becoming more powerful. That's not good. I was hoping the opposite would happen. The Ottomans are losing men. Russia still at 8,000. France 62. Ottomans 39. China though 224. Bloody hell. They do indeed lose a hell of a lot more men than everybody else combined. Oh dear. Ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum. I'd love to have the Polish area though of Russia. Like, Warsaw would be really handy. I don't think I'd be able to tell you that. It would be interesting if there were some events to create a, well, triple monarchy. So you have the Austrian monarchy, well, you have Austria-Hungary, and then a Polish unification there, so we'd have the triple monarchy. That'd be very interesting. I don't know what it is about, like, the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's just like, the duality of it is really interesting. I mean, where else did you see something like that? It's not like you saw the, British, well, the English-Scottish Empire, or like the, French-Breton Empire. You know what I mean? That's what I find interesting about it. Obviously, they were forced to make these, well, just forced to give the power to the Hungarians. But it's a very, very interesting... yeah, it's really interesting. It's almost like a confederation under an empire. That's what I find intriguing. Just so, so much politics at play during the empire. I mean, from some of the books I've read, there was talk of possibly having Poland reintegrated, well, having Poland integrated into the empire, and it becoming the Austro-Hungarian Polish Empire. Which is not a bad idea. I mean, like, you basically give some autonomy to the regions. You give power, like actual power. They have the ability to actually have their needs heard. And you gain loyalty. It's not a bad idea. However, we are very near the episode's end. I've been doing a lot of random rambling. Just a lot of random thoughts, really. A lot of it's probably very, very incorrect. But of course, if any of this interests you, you are free and more than encouraged to go and check things out for yourself and learn. Okay. So do a quick one here. 871. I suppose we did lower taxes, didn't we? Oh, fuck off, high taxes. Fuck off, I just lowered the taxes. Get over them. Ugh. Oh, come on. Some people are never happy. Yeah. Ingrades. Anyhow. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. And I do aim to continue for as long as absolutely possible. So goodbye for now.